The soft chime of the cafe's door signaled Ryan's arrival, their boots clicking against the tiled floor. As they scanned the scene, the warm aroma of coffee and baked goods filled the air, blending with the sound of chatter and clinking cups. It had been far too long since they had last gathered with their friends, once UA students and now full-fledged pro heroes. "Wyan, over here!" Mina's excited voice carried out over the noise. She waved wildly from a corner booth, her pink curls bouncing as she practically vibrated in her own seat. Wyan smiled, adjusting their jacket before making their way over. The group was already settled. Kirishima, Kaminari, and Sero had claimed one side of the booth while Mina, Jiro, and Momo had occupied the other. It was a rare chance for all of them to catch up with their hectic schedules of pro heroes, but they made time whenever possible. "Hey guys," Wyan greeted, sliding into the seat next to Mina. "Finally," Kaminari groaned dramatically, draping himself over Sero. "We thought you bailed on us." "You exaggerate way too much, dude," Sero deadpanned before giving Wyan a grin. "How's your life treating you?" Wyan sighed. "Busy as hell, but I mean, what else is new, right?" Wyan chuckled. What about you guys?" A chorus of groans followed. "Same," Kirishima sighed, taking a sip of his coffee. "I feel like I haven't had a day off in months." "Tell me about it," Jiro muttered, rubbing her temples. "I swear my agency thinks I'm a damn machine." As the conversation relaxed, Wyan also did, enjoying the rare moment of normalcy. It wasn't until Mina's eyes narrowed slightly that they tensed trouble. "Hold up," she said suddenly, leaning in. "Wyan, what the hell is that?" Wyan blinked. What?" Mina's fingers shot out, pointing at their neck. "That!" It took a moment before realization hit and their stomach dropped. Oh shit. They had checked for bruises that morning, but Aizawa had left plenty. But Wyan was sure that they had covered all of them. Apparently they missed one. They tried to play it cool. "What the hell are you talking about?" "The hickey?" Kaminari chimed in, eyes widening as he leaned closer. "Dude, that is so obvious." Wyan resisted the urge to slap a hand over their neck. Instead, they just shrugged. "It's nothing." "OMG!" Mina gasped. "Are you seeing someone?" she asked, looking both scandalized and delighted. The entire table erupted into chaos. "Who is it?" Kirishima asked, grinning like a shark. "No way you're getting away without telling us," Jiro added. "Spill, now," Mina demanded. Wyan cursed internally. There was no way in hell they could say anything. Listen, dating a former teacher was one thing, but Aizawa, the man who trained them, lectured them, and threw them into the dirt during their UA days, if the friends ever found out, they'd probably never let them down. Especially not Kaminari. So they did what any rational adult would do in this situation. They lied. Duh. "It's nothing serious," Wyan said, waving a dismissive hand. "It was just a one-time thing." "A one-time thing that left that?" Momo questioned, raising an elegant brow. Sarah whistled. "Damn, they must have been real into you." Wyan fought the heat rising in their cheeks. "Yeah, you have no idea." Okay, more details," Mina pressed, practically bouncing in her seat. "Was it someone we know?" "No," Wyan lied smoothly. "Was it another pro hero?" She tried to question. Maybe," Wyan stuttered. "Oh, do they work in our agency?" "No." Mina hummed. "Oh, are they older?" Wyan hesitated. That was a good enough answer. "Oh my god, they're older." Jiro gawked. "Wyan, how much older?" Not that much," they muttered. "What are we talking here? 10, 5, maybe a little bit more?" Kaminari leaned in, eyes shining with mischief. Wang groaned. Can you guys just drop it? Not a chance, Mina said, grinning. I knew you had a secret life. You always seemed too put together. Figured you had a little fun on the side. If only she knew. Seriously, it's not that big of a deal, Wang insisted. I mean, we're all adults, right? Stuff like this happens. Kirishima laughed. That's fair. But still, gotta say I never expected that from you. Yeah, you're usually so professional, Mama added, smiling. It's nice to see you loosening up. If only they knew the irony of that statement. Aizawa, strict, no nonsense. A raise your head was the reason behind their current predicament. All right, Lion said, standing up. I'm getting more coffee alone before you guys start interrogating me again. They ignored the chaos of laughter and teasing as they made their way to the counter. As they waited for their order, their phone vibrated in their pocket. Pulling out a message, they read it. Aizawa, you're late, he messaged. A shiver ground down their spine. Ryan smirked and quickly typed back. Got held up. People noticed your handiwork. A few seconds later, another notification vibrated on their phone. Then you should be more careful next time, the message read. Ryan giggled, typing another one. Maybe you shouldn't leave so many. A beat of silence. Aizawa seemed to read the message but not type back. Until... I don't like sharing. Let them wonder. Ryan felt heat creep up their neck. They bit their lip and pocketed their phone as their name was called for their order. As they turned back to their friends who were still snickering and whispering about their mystery lover, Ryan exhaled slowly. They had no idea, and that is exactly how it needed to stay. For now. But Ryan should have known that their friends wouldn't drop it. It had actually been 2 days since the cafe meetup, and their phone had not stopped buzzing. Kaminari had texted them at least 10 times trying to guess who their mystery lover was. Mina had sent a barrage of winking emojis, and Jiro had even tried calling. God, it was exhausting. And it definitely didn't help that Aizawa was definitely seeing the chaos unfold. You're distracted. His voice cut through their thoughts. Ryan blinked. They were standing in his apartment, the dim lighting doing nothing to soften the sharp look in his tired eyes. Am not, they muttered back. Aizawa raised an eyebrow. You missed a meeting today. I had hero work, they called back. And yet, you've answered your phone 4 times in the last hour. Aizawa snarked. Ryan groaned, flopping onto his couch. They won't let it go. The hickey? He asked. Yeah, Ryan confirmed. Aizawa hummed, walking over to stand behind them. He placed a hand on their shoulder, fingers pressing just hard enough to be grounding. And they're being nosy as hell, Ryan sighed, leaning their head back against the couch. They just keep guessing. They think it's some rando pro-hero. Aizawa smirked slightly. Not entirely wrong. Ryan shot him a look. You think this is funny? Yes. Ryan groaned. I hate you. No, you don't. They had no comeback for that. Aizawa sat beside them. His presence was warm and steady. His hair was loose, streaming over his shoulders. His usual black shirt was slightly wrinkled, evidence of the long day. You're overthinking it, baby, he said. I have to, Ryan replied. If I don't, or if they find out it's you, I'll never hear the end of it. Aizawa's expression didn't change, but he cocked an eyebrow. Does that bother you? Ryan hesitated. It's not that I'm ashamed, they admitted. It's just them knowing would kind of be a nightmare and they'd lose their minds. He nodded. They're relentless. You have no idea. Aizawa chuckled. Actually chuckled. It was rare and it made Ryan's stomach flip. You're worried about something that won't happen, he said, leaning back. They won't find out. Unless you tell them. Ryan sighed, running a hand through their hair. Yeah, I guess. A beat of silence passed. Then Aizawa's hand was on their chin, tilting their head towards him. Wan's barely had a second to react before his lips brushed over their jaw, trailing lower. Shota! He hummed back. His breath was warm against their skin. You're making it worse, they accused, though their voice lacked conviction. Am I? Yes. He kissed the spot just below the ear, slow and deliberate. Then cover it up better, he murmured, while he swallowed hard. God, you're evil. Aizawa smirked against their skin. The next day, Ryan took extra care making sure every single mark was covered. Scarf, check. High-collared jacket, double check. There was no way anybody would notice anything. Or so they thought. Okay, now you're being suspicious, Mina said, eyeing them as they walked into the agency. Ryan sighed. What now? You never wear scarves indoors, she pointed out. Kaminari gasped. Are you hiding something? No, Ryan said flatly. Take it off, Mina demanded. Absolutely not. Sarah snickered. So that just means yeah. Jiro also smirked from the corner of the room. Some mystery lover did leave some more marks, huh? I hate every single one of you. You love us, Mina cheered. Ryan groaned. This was never going to end. Then a voice interrupted. Yamada needs you in his office, a familiar tired voice said. Ryan's stomach dropped. They turned slowly. Aizawa stood there, arms crossed and eyes unreadable. He looked the same as always, calm, collected, and unbothered, which was so unfair considering he was the cause of all of this. Got it, Ryan said, voice steady. They felt their friend's eyes boring into them as they followed him. The moment they were alone, Ryan hissed, You have the worst timing. Aizawa glanced at them. Did I? Yes! He didn't respond. Instead, he led them to an empty meeting room. He stepped inside, while Ryan followed, closing the door behind them. The silence stretched, and then Aizawa leaned across the table, arms crossed. You're still nervous. They ran a hand down their face. They're too close to figuring it out. They won't, Aizawa sighed. You don't know that. Aizawa exhaled, amused. Then what do you suggest? Ryan hesitated. I don't know. You could always tell them the truth. Ryan stared. Oh yeah, that'd go great. Hey guys, remember our homeroom teacher from UA? Yeah, I'm kind of sleeping with him. Aizawa arched a brow. Crude way of putting it. It's accurate. Aizawa's lips twitched. Wayne groaned, pacing. I need them to stop prying, and that's it. Aizawa considered them for a moment then. Let me handle it. Wayne blinked. What? Let me handle it, he repeated. Wayne frowned. How? You'll see. The next day, Wyan walked into the agency expecting another interrogation. Instead, they were met with knowing smirks. Their stomach immediately twisted. What? They asked. Mina grinned. Nothing, Sarah snickered. Just a interesting choice. Wyan narrowed their eyes. What choice? Kaminari wiggled his eyebrows. Didn't peg you for dating the older type, but damn. Wyan froze. What the fuck? Jiro smirked. We get it. You got a thing for authority figures. Their blood ran cold. No way. What are you talking about? Mina giggled. The guy, a pro hero, older, keeps things private. Kaminari grinned. Honestly makes sense. Ryan's heart was pounding. Wait, who do you think it is? Sarah leaned in. Hizashi. Wait, what? Ryan blinked. Mina nodded. I mean, Eraserhead and Presamac are best friends. It makes sense. Ryan gasped. You think I'm dating Yamada? Jiro smirked. You do spend a lot of time around him. Ryan wanted to scream. Somewhere Aizawa was definitely, absolutely laughing about this. life.